Today I'm going to show you how to make cheesy broccoli soup. Look at that. It's so good. Stick around and I'll show you how to make it. I'm sauteing a really big onion in my pot with 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm doubling this recipe, and I will put the normal recipe down below, but I am doubling it tonight. So I'm just going to keep sauteing these until it's translucent, and I'm pretty much there. So I'm going to take it out and put it in a bowl and set it aside and work on the next step of this soup. Now, the same pot that I did the onions in, I am melting a half stick of butter. And we're going to melt that down and then add some flour to it. In this pot, I have 6 cups of water trying to boil with 6 teaspoons of chicken bouillon, or you can use bouillon cubes, but I'm using the granules, so I have 6 teaspoons in there. We're going to get that to a boil. Now I'm adding a half cup of flour, and the recipe says to stir it till it forms into like a ball. So I'll do that. So it wants you to form a ball, which I'd have to keep adding more flour, and I don't want to. So you're basically making a roux. So that's all I'm gonna. I added more flour, but that's all I'm gonna put in. So yeah, I don't want to add any more flour. So next is you add your boiling broth to this and whisk it together. So I added the chicken broth in, and I am whisking with this really neat rubber spatula that I got from IKEA this weekend. So I'm using that, and I'm trying to get all the flour to, not clump up against smooth. And then I'm going to stir in 3 cups of the half and half. Okay, I found my camera, so we'll have better footage instead of my iPhone. Okay, you're going to chop up 3 cups of broccoli, and I'm doubling, so I have 6. And then you're going to add the broccoli to your cream mixture and your onions, and you're going to bring this to a boil. So I'm going to give this a stir. I haven't had broccoli soup in so long. I'm really excited. Okay, we're going to bring this to a boil. And then when it boils, we're going to put a lid on it and let it simmer for 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, this was boiling, so I brought it down to a simmer, and I'm going to put a lid on it. And the recipe says about 15 to 20 minutes or until broccoli is tender. So we're going to let that go. And I'm going to shred the cheese for it now. Okay, this is cooked at a good, all the broccoli is soft.
Mommy.
So we're going to add,
Hold it.
hold on, Shaylee. We're going to add a half teaspoon of white pepper. And then the recipe says 1.5 teaspoons of salt, but we're going to add cheese. So I'm just going to start with 1 teaspoon of the salt and see where we go. And now I'm going to drop in my cheese. And this is a mild cheddar. Now, if you want a smoother soup without the broccoli clusters, you can puree this. And I would puree it before you add the cheese. And you're ready to dish up. So here is the broccoli cheese soup. It smells good and it tastes really, really good. So I would go slow on your salt and taste as you go. But this is what we're having for dinner. Some broccoli cheese soup.